so today we're going to be learning about rounding decimals. Now you do have an anchor chart in your in your Google Classroom. So you have your anchor chart, it has all your steps, okay? And it also has some examples. So I'm going to work some examples up here and I'm going to go through your step-by-step guide. This is how I taught it to everybody that had me before in 3rd grade. Some of you are new, so some of you go by the, 4 or less, let it rest, 5 or more, raise the score. Same thing, I just call it something different, okay? So if that's what your teacher in 3rd grade did, feel free to use that. I just do strong and weak numbers, okay? So, we're gonna be rounding to the nearest 10th the first time, okay? Tenths. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are weak numbers. These numbers don't do anything, they're not strong, they don't make anybody change, they stay the same. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, those are strong numbers. Strong numbers make the number that's underlined go up by 1, okay? So, what we're gonna do is we are rounding to the nearest tenths place, okay? So, our first step is to underline the place being rounded. So, the 3 is in the tenths place. We're gonna look to the digit to the right. We're gonna look at the 6. If the number is weak, the digit underlined stays the same. If this digit is strong, the number underlined goes up by 1. So 6 is a strong number, so it's gonna make this 3 change to a 4. All digits to the right turn to a 0. All digits to the left stay the same, and you just bring that decimal down. Okay, let's do it again. Again, we're rounding to the nearest tenths place. So we're gonna underline that 2, and we're gonna look at the 4. 4 is a weak number, so the 2 is not going to change. Everything to the right turns to a 0. Everything to the left stays the same. Okay? Also, sometimes you may have one that says round to the nearest whole number, okay? So if that is the case, the nearest whole number is going to be this number right here, or this number, okay? It's the ones place. I know with whole numbers, you don't really round to the ones place, but when there's a decimal involved, you can, okay? So if I was rounding to the nearest whole number right here, I would underline this 2 and look at the 3. Oops. Sorry about that. This 3 is weak, so the 2 is gonna stay the same. Everything else turns into a 0, but that just equals 2. So you could write this, or you could just leave it as a 2 if you wanted to, okay? This right here, nearest whole number, is gonna be this 4. Underline, go to the 5. 5 is strong. So this 4 is gonna change to a 5. Everything to the right turns to a 0. Everything to the left comes down. You can add these decimal and zeros, or you can just leave it as a 15. Doesn't matter, okay? Let's do another one a little bit higher, okay? So let's say I have the number, I won't even put a whole number this time. Let's say I have 5, 7, 9, and I want to round to the nearest hundredths, okay? I'm gonna underline the hundredths place, and I'm gonna look to the right. This 9 is strong, so it makes the 7 turn into an 8. This 9 turns into a 0. The 5 stays the same. Bring down your decimal. Okay? Now here's one that might be a little tricky. What if I had something like this? And I was rounding to the nearest hundredths like I just did. I underline the 9, I go to the 6. 6 is strong. So this 9 is gonna go up, but I can't put a 10 right there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your 0 here for the 10, and you're gonna add that 1 to that 4, okay? So the 6 will be a 0 as always, that will be a 0, and you're gonna add that 10 there, so it's gonna be 0.500. okay? So just refer to this video, refer to your anchor chart for the classwork this week. Bye, guys.